Hello happy people, my name is Dan and today we are going to be looking at some more GM48 Game Jam games. These are all games made within 48 hours around the theme of side effects. So let's see what we have got. Okay, so up first today we have got Neo Food Fighter. And in Neo Food Fighter you are a food fighting, I don't know, you've got the apron on, I guess you work for a food company that delivers salad in the most brutal way possible by throwing it at the enemies. It's a very simple game. You are skating around and you are shooting the people and making it to the next stage. The people here, the enemies as they were, they've not got the most intelligent brain. They will just follow you and hunt you down, but that does get quite in the way because they will try to catch up with you, and as you can see I fell on my ass a few times while playing, but it's a lot of fun. So you find this mystery food. It is bread. Will you eat it? I did. And I really enjoyed this. It's short and sweet. The exit is, so you've got 5 enemies remaining there. Once you beat them, you win the game. Simple as that. This dude took a few more hits by throwing a lot of plates. I don't know where I'm getting all this salad from. I just must have it all in my back pocket, I assume. But yeah, you just skate around and shoot things. Simple as that, really. Yeah, I like the glowy effects. I like the short and sweet game. I wish there was a little more to it, but it was a lot of fun. Now, before we move on to the next one, there is something you, if you know me, you should know, which is I really like ducks. They're on my arm. So when a game about ducks comes along, you know I'm going to be all over it. This is Quack Attack. And in Quack Attack, you are this duck fighting those mallards with your duck cannon as they hurl projectiles at you, and you have to clear the arena of ducks, and in doing so you fight the big duck at the end, and he deposits you some bread which gives you either health or I think faster firing speed. There's a few different things. I wasn't entirely sure because when it came to the boss, which you'll see in a little bit, I ended up taking a hit because the last wave, so I'm doing my voiceover from wave 3, the last one gave me 40 health, so I thought, oh, I don't really have to be too cautious this time around, I can just take some hits and kill it faster. And then I got only 4 health from this one, so I wasn't quite sure how that figured out. I'll have to go back and try and survive a little bit longer. The only thing I do think this needs, so when this duck dies, there's a little bit of a little sort of explosion effect of sorts, but when you kill the regular ducks, they do just kind of vanish, and I think maybe some particle effects or something would have jazzed that up a little. So you see there, it just kind of pew a little bit. I do like the way they appear, the little smoky effect when it does spawn some ducks, but when you shoot them and they die, they just vanish. Yeah, you've got to have some particle effects. Funky music though, and of course I do like the graphics because it's ducks. Of course I like the graphics when it's ducks. So overall this was a good entry, and I fully enjoyed the crap ton of ducks that made me die there. But yeah, overall a lot of fun. Okay, so up next today we have Would You Rather. Now, in Would You Rather, you have a choice at the end of each level. The idea is that you complete each level. The level is the same each time, and in each time that you get to the exit, you have to make a choice. In this case, it was collect the coins, which is vital because you have to collect the coins to unlock the next ability. Something I realised because the first time I had that choice, it was... And now I went through these choices quite quickly because I've played this a couple of times over to try and get the gist of it. The first choice, the other one, was you get pictures of coins. I thought, I wonder what that does. Turns out it does exactly what you think it does. You get no coins, and therefore your game just ends at that point. Same, you had the jump or flip gravity option. Again, I skipped through it quite quickly because if you flip gravity, you get stuck in the walls, which is a bit frustrating. Now, that was an interesting choice because that one, again, like I say, I went through it quite quickly because I played it a couple of times. The option was either the NPCs speak to you in French or you use a sword and kill them and they try to kill you. I just went with they speak French. And they still give you a coin, which is nice. And you speak to them. The screen constantly shaking is a little bit distracting, but at least now I can jump. It seems like a sort of, you get a good thing, but then a bad thing happens. So that says what your next ability is, and this one you get 3 coins, and the enemies are NPCs are fish with legs, or it's in Comic Sans. I chose fish with legs because, of course, fish with legs, ongoing joke. Within the GM48 Game Jam sort of community, fish with legs is like it's always a thing. And then you just get more coins and you can progress further. I got a little bit stuck at this point because, I got the ability there to get a checkpoint, because rewind time, but only by tracing your exact steps. I wasn't sure what that meant, so I thought, I'll get a checkpoint, though I'm not entirely sure what that did either. And it turned up a little bit later, but I didn't really know how to get more coins. It's quite confusing, this. I think it's one of those games, fish with leg. Brilliant. Anyway, like climbing ladders, I couldn't really figure out how to do that. I think that might have been one I needed to unlock. Even collecting the coins in the first place, when I went past them and it wouldn't collect, it wasn't entirely clear to begin with that I needed to get to the exit. Oh, there was my checkpoint. I think this is one of those games that's it's an interesting concept, but it just needed a bit more refinement, and more importantly, a little bit of explanation. But these things happen. I think maybe a bit of polish on the end of it and a bit more of an idea as to what I'm doing, and it would be brilliant. And finally today we have Starfighter for Hire. And in Starfighter for Hire, each wave, so you're this Starfighter character here, and what you have to do is protect your freight, and you choose the defense and weapon. I really like the graphics at the bottom, the dashboard. Got that sort of mechanical feeling about it, which is really cool. I did find, however, the weapon I chose this time, so this is a few minutes into playing, I chose the electric shock thingy-majig. Not the strongest weapon, so I didn't last too long on that one. I do like the sound of the music in this. It sounds quite loud, but that was my own fault for not turning the sound effects down. The default is that the sound effects are much louder than the music, but that's that's a setting that can be changed, which you don't see a lot in jams actually. A lot of consideration in the options there. Also, gamepad support again. I love some games that have bad support, but yeah, I died quite quickly, so I tried that again with the flamethrower because, in my opinion, I think it's the best weapon. But then that's just because I was better at attacking with that than being more tactical, as I don't have very good tactic skills, if that makes sense. But I enjoyed this one. I love the graphics, the effects on it. It's all very smooth, and yeah, what you have to do is protect your freight. I used the shield there to stop myself from getting blown up. I did end up getting blown up in the end, but I'll have to give it another go because it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one. So yeah, there it is. Look, sound effects options. Silly me, I should have changed that, but I enjoyed it. Overall, a lot of fun. And yeah, that's just about where we're going to wrap it up today. I hope you did enjoy as well. And if you did, be sure to stick around, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, though, bye!